Ladies and gentlemen, this School of Hard Knocks fight is an amateur bout at a catch weight of 130 pounds and is brought to you by Industrial Electric. And now, let's meet the fighters. He's fighting out of Regina. This is Christian Crowthers.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the Hard Knocks Fighting Championship School of Hard Knocks 24. A pleasure to be here and a pleasure to be here on a special night here in Estevan at Spectra Place as we are seeing Christian Crowthers come down to the cage for the first ever minor MMA fight that I think any promotion has ever put on.
Yeah, it's history in the making here tonight, and take a look at Christian. He may be feeling the nerves tonight, his first fight here, and it looks like it'll be a good matchup here. Young fighters, remember, no shots to the head, but I think they'll be in the mode for that, and I think it'll be a good fight tonight.
Yeah, talking to Christian last night, he said he was looking forward to getting into the cage. The son of Hard Knocks fighter Charmaine Tweet, as he comes into getting set to come into the cage. Of course, my name is Ryan Ballantyne, joined tonight for the first time by Steve Dormelin as we get ready for this fight tonight. And Steve, it's intriguing to see a 14-year-old take on a 12-year-old. Christian, just 12 years old and getting ready to step in the cage.
And these guys are young, but they are experienced. They've been training for some of them a few years now. And, you know, both these guys know each other. They train with each other. They don't think it'll be an issue. So I think they're both excited and ready to get going here.
Yeah, as Christian gets ready to get into the cage, I mean, again, you're looking at a very experienced young man for how old he is. Again, just 12 years old, and he's been training Muay Thai for 6 years already and has been training full-time MMA for the last 2 years. Again, the son of Hard Knocks fighter Charmaine Tweet, and now we'll meet his opponent.
And his opponent, he's fighting out of Estevan. This is Roark, Franke.
So Roark Franke comes to us out of Estevan Combat Sports here in Estevan, fighting at 130 pounds, 14 years old. He's been training MMA for the last 2 years, and his parents firmly behind the decision for him to get in the cage.
Oh, absolutely. His father used to train as well, and he would bring Roark along, and Roark, he was interested. He wanted to get involved, and his dad, by all means, he said, yes, son, for sure. I will get you learning, and here we are today making his debut in front of his hometown. It's got to be an exciting time for the Franke family.
Now, in talking to Roark earlier today, he said that, of course, the modified rules for this fight, no strikes to the head, period. That's, of course, in the interest of their safety of these two young men. But in talking to Roark, he said that he's happy that that's one less thing that he has to worry about, especially when you're looking at a Muay Thai fighter like Christian Crowthers.
And I think, I agree, he likes that ruling because I think he does want to look for that submission or choke, which would take the strikes to the head out of the factor. So I think this will suit him well, and I think, again, he looks focused and ready to go.
And now, the official Hard Knocks fighter introductions. In the power dodge blue corner, it's his amateur debut. He's 12 years old and stands 5 feet, 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 117 pounds, fighting out of Cheeky Fight Team from Regina. Please welcome Hard Knocks fighter, Christian Crowthers! And in the Boston Pizza red corner, it's his amateur debut. He's 14 years old and stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 131 pounds, fighting out of Estevan Combat Sports from Estevan. Please welcome Hard Knocks fighter, Roark Franke! This bout will be conducted under amateur rules. The referee in charge of the Hard Knocks action is Mr. Elvis Lyon.
So again, no strikes to the head of an opponent during this fight. Both fighters going to get a little bit of a reminder of the rules here from referee Elvis Lyon, one of the best in the business. Of course, you're going to see Christian Crowthers coming out of the blue corner in the black trunks, out of the red corner and the white trunks for Roark Franke as these two fighters get underway. And it's funny just watching them, the nervous anticipation on their faces, not something you see as you get to older fighters. There's less of a smile on his face, and the punch is now coming to the chest, a couple kicks being thrown. Nice front kick there, and a big punch to the chest takes him down, and looking for an early blow there, Roark Franke.
And Roark being more aggressive so far. He's gotten a few shots in there, and now he's got him on the cage here. We'll see how Crowthers can defend this.
Franke trying for the takedown, doesn't work. Roark, and it continues to hold Christian Crowthers up against the cage, but Crowthers pops out now, and we'll see what they can do from here.
And just watching the introductions there, Roark had a smile on his face, so I think he's really enjoying this. And looking at Christian, he's also enjoying this as well, so we'll see how far this goes. That's a good kick there.
Couple sharp kicks from both fighters there. More kicks coming from Crowthers, which you can expect as, again, been training Muay Thai since the age of 6. And I know he's had a trip or two to Thailand as well. Nice takedown there from Franke, though.
And Roark trying to get that submission. He likes those submissions, so he's got him on the ground where he wants him to see if he can get a good grasp here.
Trying to move around, getting a lot of advice from their coaches. Roark Franke on top of Christian Crowthers here in our junior match, believed to be the youngest MMA match in history, according to promoter Ari Tobe. And again, no strikes to the head, which is why you saw him throw a punch there to the chest of his opponent.
That's right. When you're on the ground with both these headshots, you got to look for those submissions. So if you got nothing going, you might as well just stand up. And now we got another takedown chance here by Crowthers this time.
Both fighters continuing to go at one another and trying to secure a choke. Christian Crowthers drags Franke down, and Franke has him now popped out of that. And with just 15 seconds left here in round number 1, and now 10 seconds left, excuse me, and he's going to hop into a mount and just look for punches to the chest here. Of course, no punches allowed to the head in this bout at all, although we will see them later. That's the end of round number 1. These two gentlemen going at it in the early going and a spirited first round.
I like the energy. Both guys came out. I'm sure they were nervous, but you couldn't quite tell. They were giving it their all there, but I think Franke got a couple more shots in there, and he had some more time on the mat there as well.
And taking a look here at the replay, you can see Crowthers trying to pull guard, but he wound up with Franke a little too high, was unable to secure a choke, and wound up on the bottom in a first round that likely has gone to Roark Franke.
Yeah, I have to agree. As you see Franke on top of him there, and Crowthers did an okay job protecting himself and got up a few times from being on the mat, so I think the judge will consider that as well.
Again, Crowthers just 12 years old, Franke just 14 years old as these two fighters go at it, and we will see a lot of stuff on the card tonight. A heavyweight title fight coming up later tonight. Also, we've got 3 heavyweight fights on the card tonight. It should be an interesting evening here with 12 fights on the go, and this is our first fight of the night from Spectra Place here in Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes tonight, and we're off to a good start. I think a good opening round there.
So once we get the cage door closed, both fighters are ready to go, and we are back underway here, round number 2 action, as Roark Franke in the white trunks takes on Christian Crowthers in the black trunks.
And so far it looks like Roark's breathing a little heavier. He might be feeling it a bit from that first round, but he's got a grasp here, and now he brings him down. Nice takedown there.
And again into the mount and holding down Crowthers, and he'll look to do a little damage to the chest, but a nice sweep there from Crowthers, and he's now in the guard of Roark, and Crowthers returning the favor from earlier, dropping a couple punches to his chest.
And that's got to earn some big points, reversing that mount there, and now Crowthers trying to get some again, now it's flipped again, and now Roark's on top. Some back and forth action here.
And again, punches being thrown by Roark from the top, well defended though by Crowthers.
And Crowthers trying to defend himself here. And now here comes an armbar attempt. Roark trying to get a grip here.
Trying to pull that one arm loose. Crowthers doing a good job of throwing that leg up to defend, but that arm is exposed, and there's the tap. That is the end of the fight, I believe, as both fighters continue. Oh, my mistake. I had.
I think we're going 3 rounds no matter what here.
Yeah, we are going a full 3 rounds regardless, so we'll keep a fall count at this point. That we'll say that is run to Roark, and we'll see how many Crowthers, whether he can secure a finish of his own before the end of the fight. And again, lots of kicks coming from these young guys, and not a surprise when you look at Christian Crowthers as a Muay Thai fighter primarily, who's been training full MMA now for 2 years. He's going to throw those kicks as much as possible.
And Crowthers is getting some shots in, but it just looks like Roark's are having more of an impact. Maybe he's a bit of a strength advantage maybe for Roark. That might be a factor so far. Well,
Roark is 2 years older, did come in 15 pounds heavier. And again, this match was made knowing that that difference in weight would be there. And that's the end of round number 2. So we will go to a third and final round. Roark Franke puts on a nice arm bar, gets his opponent to tap, but again, in the interest of gaining experience for these fighters and really driving them to continue training, that's why they're getting the full 3 3-minute rounds.
And I'm sure win or loss, both these guys are going to have the confidence to be through the roof. The first fight under their belts in this real cage, real audience, real refs, everything here. And I guarantee you they're both going to be taking a lot from this fight, no matter how it results.
And here's the armbar here on the replay. You can see he isolated it, did a good job of getting the hips up, twisting the wrist to pull that back and really put the pressure on the elbow and secure that tap out. So a good job there from Roark Franke to get the tap out. Just a couple seconds left here in the intermission between rounds, as the fighters, I believe, getting 90 seconds between rounds here in our amateur fight. And Elvis Lyon convincing the seconds to leave the cage so that they can get ready for round number 3 of 3 between these two junior fighters.
And with Franke getting his submission there, Crowthers looking for that choke still. We'll see if he can get that in. He's got 90 seconds left to do that.
So both fighters continuing to go on at just the 3 2-minute rounds, rather. And Franke pushing Crowthers up against the cage, which he worked very effectively in round 1. Crowthers tried to step away, but was unable to do so. A knee to the midsection there.
And the ref asking for some action here. See if one can bring the other one down here. And there he goes.
And another takedown from Franke. This one a little less successful on the first attempt, but stuck with it and ended up securing it and winds up in side control.
And Crowthers just trying to defend any more submissions here, as he knows what tapping out feels like, and he doesn't want to get into that situation again.
Both fighters continuing to work, hearing the words of encouragement and admonishment from Elvis Lyon to keep working and to keep it going. A nice pass from side control into a full mount, and we'll see what he can do from here. Earlier, it was a nice reversal and from Christian Crowthers, but so far so good for Roark Franke in this mounting opportunity.
And Crowthers trying to squirm out, but I think the sizes here is taking a real toll for Roark, as now he has another submission chance here. He's trying to maybe get a choke here.
Well, I think he might be trying to flip over that one arm for a Kimura. Of course, it's on the other side from us here. Just 30 seconds remaining in this junior fight. Again, both fighters going to fight the full time on the card, and another punch coming down from Roark there as he continues to push Crowthers down to the ground and lay punches. And again, a good performance from Franke here on the top.
And don't cut Crowthers short. He's really trying here to flip this over, but he just can't quite do it. And we're down to 10 more seconds here. And now here's another armbar chance.
And Crowthers trying to get out of it and does escape from the bell. Took a bit of a shot in the eye, certainly not intentional, but both these young men have nothing to be ashamed of, and certainly everything to be proud of themselves for getting in and getting this job done. Now we'll go to Jay to dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I call the next generation of MMA! Let's hear it for these young guys getting up in here and showing you what they got. Everyone on their feet, let's hear it for our junior fighters! A special thank you goes out to Estevan EMS, the official ambulance for School Hard Knocks Estevan events, for helping us keep all the Hard Knocks fighters safe in their competitions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the official decision brought to you by Industrial Electric. Let's hear it for both our winners this evening, Christian Crowthers and Roark Franke. We would now like to call Jen from Power Job, Dodge, and Mr. Ari Tobe to present the junior trophies, presented by the last dude. Let's hear it for your winner and junior trophy recipient, Christian Crowthers! And our other winner of the evening, Mr. Roark Franke!
Christian, your first time in the cage, just 12 years old. What did it feel like to have to step in front of all these people?
It was fun. I liked it.
So, a couple times he got up in the mount on you, you were defending pretty good. What was it like having him on top that long and raining down punches down there?
I don't know, it was just kind of, I couldn't really get out of it very well, so I just kind of stayed calm.
And when you were on your feet doing a lot of kicks, and you landed a lot of kicks, I'm sure that has to do with your Muay Thai background?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Christian Crowthers, and Roark will get you in here. You can bring that trophy to the center of the cage. You got to spend a lot of time on top in the mount. He swept you once, though. Did that make you not want to go in there the next time?
No.
Just headed right back to the mount? No, you did secure the arm bar. How good did it feel to have him tapping the leg saying, okay, I'm done with this one, let's get back up?
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good. 14 years old, I think he's a little nervous, ladies and gentlemen, taking a look out at all of you. So let's hear it for these young gentlemen and one of our winners tonight, Mr. Roark Franke.